Welcome to the Bunny Hole, where anything goes. Travel with me and guests as we hop through this thing called life, one day at a time. People, welcome to the 5th episode of the Bunny Hole. I am your dope ass host, Qween Tee, cutie. And today I have two wonderful guests with me, the wonderful B. Hughes. And
B. Hughes.
and his sister Tila.
Hey.
I appreciate both of you guys for being here.
Yes.
Thank you. We are going to expound on the 3rd episode where we tapped into psychedelics and the difference in and how psychedelics make you feel and weed and the different types. And look, I don't know who I want to jump off. Like we were talking earlier, and you was like, "Sis put you on the show."
You gotta blame her.
Okay. What was the name of the show?
Because we were only, weed smokers.
Yes.
that was it. Our parents and society had scared us away from psychedelics.
Mm-hmm.
But one day I was scrolling through Netflix and saw this show called "Have a Nice Trip."
Have a nice trip
or Have a Good Trip. One of them.
Take a trip.
Just Google it. It'll pull it up for you. But I enjoyed it so much that I was like, man, I had to call my brother and was like, you gotta watch this show. If you're looking for something good to watch it. And then
I watched it, and I happened to be around somebody that had access to acid, and changed my life. Summer 2020, man, no looking back.
Wow.
It's been a great journey.
And have you tried acid?
I have not tried acid yet.
No, we just done the shrooms.
We've just done the shrooms.
Okay. And
Yes.
what would you say, having tried acid, what is your different experiences with acid and shrooms?
Yeah, so shrooms is more emotional.
Okay.
I cried on shrooms. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was definitely like, man, I love everything. And then on acid, it was, nigga, you got shit to do. And this is what you're gonna do. Not just, inspirational, but it's very direct, very clear cut, visionary. You see what it is you need to do and how to do it. And it lasts a lot longer than shrooms. Like, it's like this last trip, like, man. A day and a half. I'm like, damn. And then you sleep it's like the best sleep I ever had afterwards on both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on both of them. We gotta get sis on acid one time.
At least
once.
I'll do it once. Yeah.
At
We
least
gonna be okay.
I
do recommend being around some water, like a shower or the ocean, because it's something different. Did you when you did acid?
I did not. And so now I'm sitting up here like,
What?
right?
Girl.
I
Man.
felt like that with shrooms. Why? That was just because I was thirsty. Like why do we have to be near water?
Nah,
and thirsty with
cause my first time on acid, when I got in the shower, I was in there for like maybe 4 or 5 hours, and it legit felt like that scene from.
She's gonna kill you by that goddamn water.
Well, I was in Memphis. It's different. It was like that scene from Black Panther, like when the challenge scene when he's fighting everybody in front of the tribes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I was doing that in front of my ancestors, though, like performing in front of them. It was crazy. I stared in the mirror. I saw a tribal tattoo all on my body. It was amazing.
You're just already a deep thinker anyway.
And that knocks on it and be like, this is why you think what you think and the way you think.
Right.
It was incredible. Like, yeah. And I mean, shrooms had me on there too, but shrooms was more, like I said, it's more mellow. It's more, hey, I'm good with everything. I enjoy what I'm doing. Why is life the way it is? And a lot like acid too, everything starts breathing.
That's true.
You
That's
see that we're
absolutely
all
true.
connected. Like, you see the floor moving. You see
Yeah.
this. I'm sure this pillow right here was breathing. Like, what's up? I'm not waiting to talk to you. Like, you get all those emotions. It was dope, man.
And so, sis, I wanted to like earlier before we started recording, you were talking about how they made us fear these type of drugs, for lack of better words, right? So was it only the movie that got you into wanting to experience it, or had you like heard about it previously?
Well, I had heard about it, but I guess I had only heard like negative experiences. So I was like, no, I don't want to do that. But then I watched it, I was like, it's a mushroom. I love mushrooms.
When was your first time doing the internet though?
With you, yeah.
Oh, this year, or
yeah, I started doing a whole bunch of crazy shit in my 30s. I was just really scared of everything. I was barely smoking weed and drinking alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In my 30s, I'm like, yeah, shrooms,
Okay,
cool.
let's try it.
Yeah.
Oh, bad. Okay, we had a really good first time.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I remember, the first time I did it, Because I was telling you, I was like, okay, let me not forget that I have a dog. I have a little small chihuahua, right? I took him, I said, Matilah, don't forget that you have a dog. And so when it hit, Leo is his name, he ran by me and I literally screamed out loud. Because he's so small, I was like, is that a big ass rat? You know, like, no, it's a dog. It was bad, and I think then it was like another time you had come over and we were sitting on the balcony.
Mm-hmm. And anxiety built up in you.
Yeah, the anxiety because that's one thing. So my inner self is like the rabbit
anxious.
on Winnie the Pooh, like he's just all over the place. So the shrooms had brought out that when it first hit, it brings out that anxiety, and I'm just kind of like all over the place. But I know from doing it a few times that it does die down, and then I'm like, I'm so happy. Life is good. I love this. Like a hot flash, but it was like a flash of just happiness. It was like because I was driving, and I was just like, I just want to go.
I call it life's happy drug. Like that's
totally
literally what I
make
tell
you
people.
very happy.
Dang, man, I wish I would have done this when I was younger.
Right.
telling you.
That's why I only
I'm telling
regret with it. I wish I knew about it earlier.
Before I had kids, now I'm like, if I'm tripping and the kids is around, I'm like,
man.
hey, everybody just be quiet. Just be cool.
I can't imagine doing it with kids around.
Me neither. Actually, I couldn't think of what that would be
Because
like.
folks' face look different when you. Well, you black though. It's the white people.
Yeah,
faces
it was the
look
white
different.
people faces. I don't know if it's because you said that to me that my brain was just like, oh my god, white people do look weird.
Listen,
on this.
I have white friends, and they know. I told them, don't call me, don't look at me when I'm on a trip. I call it going to Vegas because you see lights, you see colors, right? So when I go to Vegas, don't call me if you Caucasian. I have great relationships with Caucasians. However, and it's more on acid than it is on shrooms. It's like snake people. Lizard skin is moving.
Totally. Because who was it when we watched Have a Nice Trip Again? They were interviewing
It's two
Sting.
different movies.
And
If you
Sting
watch it
looks
sober
really
versus under the influence,
weird.
man.
I can't unsee
See,
it.
I've only seen it sober.
Oh gosh.
Right? So you watched it Trippin'
Totally.
as well?
Totally.
They shot it on purpose
the
too.
bench,
You know for
the
a
bench
fact.
that Deepak Chopra is sitting on.
It's swinging.
It's either swinging or the background is moving. You're like, what is going on? Looks
They
like
put it at
floating.
angles on purpose. But yeah, Sting's face is like,
He
doing
looks
the
like
most.
a lizard, and I can't look at
Or
Sting.
any Tarantino movie,
the
it's
same.
doing the most. All this.
Tarantino's
You're like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
Like, he had us watching music videos that had nothing to do with the song.
Scissors The Weeknd is the #1 video. Listen, Solange shot that video for it. I just keep him satisfied.
Yeah.
So that video was ass when I watched it sober. I'm like, this video's terrible. You killed the song. Watch it on Shrooms.
Yeah.
You sound like the guy from what's that? Have you ever seen the moon on weed?
Have you? No. Seriousness. Solange, you do some research. She does LSD. And that's who directed that video.
Okay.
So now it makes sense. You go watch it again, you like, oh, this is a fire ass video. Oh shit. And there's stuff there for no reason. It don't make no sense sober.
But
your higher mind, oh shit.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
That shit's dope.
Oh. Direct my videos. I love Jade.
Yeah.
No, but shit, yeah, it's crazy.
Shout out Regal Soul Culture Power,
Man, shout out to Regal Soul Media.
Yes.
I said that right.
Yes. Shout out to Regal Soul Media.
That's some culture power.
And get Culture Power. Episode 3. Y'all hop in.
All right.
But how much have you guys tried? Like how much? Because there's a such thing as the ego.
This year?
Nah, it's a such thing as an ego death, which I think is like if you take 5 grams or more, that's supposed to be an ego death.
No, I'm close. I've been doing an eighth lately of shrooms.
Okay.
But the most acid I've ever done at one time was 5 tabs. I was out of my mind.
Wow.
I don't know what I was doing.
Wow.
Yeah, tell me that.
That was last summer. Not last summer, 2020. At the height of me, excuse me. At the height of my acid introduction, I did 5 tabs one night. It was great. But with shrooms, it's an eighth.
Okay.
But I do want to try ego death though.
The ego
I
death.
want to do ego death, and I want to do DMT.
DMT.
I want to do DMT too.
On the episode number 3, I talked about my accidental trip with DMT.
Yeah. And you said you started crawling. We watched it.
Yeah, I was saying yes.
Oh, see,
I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. Like, yeah, man.
I have to see that. Okay. All right.
You said you were with 2 guys. You did a lot of things I wouldn't have done.
Yeah, like you know, your
We gotta check this out. First of all, if you ever venture into this world, number 1, be with somebody you trust.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Number 2, be in an environment that you know those 4 walls are those 4 walls. And you didn't.
I was all the way out there.
How old were you?
Maybe 21.
Oh,
So look, I started before you. Look, you was like in 30s. I was out here in the 20s.
Time.
Yeah, I was out here in the 20s. So you
Where
got all
would I be
kind of
now?
time.
My bright ideas coming after 35.
And your first introduction to this was DMT?
Yeah, my first was DMT and had no idea what it was. I'm like, is it natural? It ain't crack, is it? All right, roll it up. Let's see what we don't like. Yeah, so always open to try stuff, you know?
Yeah, it's on my list. That's on my list.
DMT?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what comes out of you when you die, right? Or what is it?
Now see, you finna have me just making up stuff, and I don't want to do that.
I heard that rumor somewhere.
Yeah.
So what exactly is DMT to your knowledge?
It's a psychedelic.
Oh, just like another one of the... Well, what do you rank it? Is it higher or is it stronger?
No, so
or?
based on my experience as well as just my research, DMT is like the creme de la creme, and everything else falls under it. But again, I think that depends on like the individual person,
Yeah,
because if
personal
you ask
preference.
somebody, LSD is where it's at, and shrooms are, and other people like shrooms.
Well, what do you rank acid and LSD?
I was just telling Jade,
Yeah! Shout out to Jade.
It's sticking. It's
yeah,
sticking.
I like it.
good.
I like
You
it.
just forget your own name.
Yeah. Be Hughes is here, not his name.
Okay. I personally love LSD, and I think that's only because the taste of shrooms is like I can think about tasting shrooms the next day and still have the urge to like vomit a little bit. So,
I'm with you there.
So I LSD has no taste. I don't have to like not eat all day in order to experience it.
Right.
The trip lasts so much longer.
Way longer.
And so.
What time did you take your last one? I mean to cut you off.
Oh no, it's all good. I took the last one. I want to say like around 7
a.m.
p.m. I took it at 7 p.m.
You went through the night.
So it doesn't give you that nausea then?
No, there's no nausea. It doesn't taste bad. Okay. I didn't go to bed until 6 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah, you was up.
Yeah, I was up.
Well, that happened to me when I tried cocaine. I think I was up a little bit longer than that.
That's what
I did do that in my 20s.
I don't know, just the way she said it.
That happened to me when I tried cocaine, so I'm like, are you sure it's LSD?
Well, real quick though, on the nausea, you didn't get nausea at all?
With the LSD?
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
Man, okay,
maybe
where is it at?
Maybe because we did eat.
So no, I ate because I know that you can still eat and still have the effects.
I'm still under the thinking that you really can't. Well, every time I take LSD, I get like right here, it's like, damn, I gotta take a shit or something. And I never do.
That's just with the shrooms for me, yeah. And I can't, that's the same thing. I can't throw up, I can't go
nothing comes up, it just sits there.
But yeah, after that first 1 to 2 times, I was like, nah, just don't have anything on your stomach. Yeah, or just eat the fruit, like do the berries.
I was gonna say, what's your process when you doing LSD? You had fruit stuff.
It's something about the berries that enhances it. So you do it on an empty stomach. If you just absolutely cannot take the taste, which that's me because I'm gagging as I'm like, but I'm like, but I know this is gonna be great.
It's worth it.
So I think I like YouTube something, and this guy was like, if you just can't try fruit. And it's especially berries. So I had like some strawberries, some blueberries. Oh man, it went down. I was like, oh, this is cool. And it's light enough to be on your stomach to where you don't have that nausea.
Nah, listen. I went to Panama City, and I ate them shits with potato chips.
Gross.
No sauce, no Chick-fil-A sauce, nothing. Just straight a whole egg. And an hour later, was talking to the waves. It was good.
No, I just took like a bite of berry and a shroom. And
she put me on the fruit. Usually we mix it with fruit. We just didn't take no fruit with us. And we was done, was like, fuck it. Smoked a little bit, a whole bag. And it was a good kind too. Where I got it from, it was a great kind. It's the best pack. Listen, stems, decent size.
Okay.
Have some water, killed it. Walked on the beach, thighs out, toes out. Had a great time.
And have you done it outside in nature, or usually?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the last times I did do it, yeah, we were in Vegas, and I was with my guy friend, and we had 2 bags. We had 2 different bags from 2 different people.
Mm.
And the ones that we took, we decided to do them in the morning of an excursion, and we went to go ride ATVs.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Was it bad?
But the amount that we took, we were able to come down because in Vegas they have to drive you out to the desert. So the whole ride there, like I'm tripping. We both looking at each other like, oh my God, we're gonna get in trouble. They say don't come up here under the influence of anything. And I was like, and we both like, I'm tripping because I'm like, it's white people in the van with us. I feel like the lady that's driving is looking at me like I know what you done did, girl. By the time we got there, it had gone down. It took us a while to go downstairs to go and catch our shuttle to our excursion because we were both looking at each other like, why in the hell did we decide to do this before going to do an outdoor activity? But on the other hand, riding through the desert on Shrooms was just gorgeous.
I'm sure.
And being in Vegas, we reaching up. We got video that will probably be in the vault forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's dope though.
Yeah,
yes.
Literally went to Vegas.
Yeah.
I gotta go to
Literally
Vegas.
went to Vegas on Shrooms.
I gotta get there.
How would you guys not rate, but like, what is the significant difference? As you said previously, like we all grew up smoking weed. Excuse me. So like, what is the difference that you noticed since trying shrooms and then like smoking weed? Like, do you still smoke weed?
I know they say.
Oh, every now and then, but it's like now that I've had shrooms,
she won't smoke with me no more at all.
No, I'm like, it's not the same thing. Like
what?
the weed makes me sleepy and hungry, and that's it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's like you said on episode 3, very zombie-like.
Yeah,
we're
that's
getting
it.
away from being zombies, man. I still smoke, but I definitely do. I trip way more than I don't know. I kind of blend the both.
Even the edibles, like I can't.
It's not the same anymore.
It's not the same. I had one bad edible experience, and I thought I would never do them again.
Please share. That was a great.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't great, but
we were at my grandmother's funeral, and I had some cousins bring some. I didn't have them.
It was in Arizona. We
were in Arizona.
West Coast family.
We were in Arizona, yes, and a cousin of mine had. She has cancer. She had breast cancer. You know, in California, it's legal, and you get the medicinal edibles and shit. I literally had this much, a nail piece of a piece of chocolate, and it was one of those highs where you take it. Like I'm getting ready because we were all going out with some cousins to go to eat. You know, the day before the funeral. And as we're riding there, I'm like, oh, okay, it went up. I was like, okay, I can handle this. This is cool. I feel great. I'm gonna have a good time. We order our drinks and our food. We're sitting at the table, and it just keeps going up. It just would not stop. I'm sitting across the table from a cousin, like, hey man, I'm about to fall out.
And that she did.
You fell out?
Sis was gone. I wish I knew what was going on.
Take it back to the hotel. I got up in time for that funeral though. Oh yeah, man, that was terrible because all the family was like, I didn't even know what she did, or they were like trying to figure out what was going on. But you know, all the younger folks, they knew what was up.
She was out of there.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, just tell auntie such and such.
She caught up in the emotion. So stay time. But speaking of elevators, though, that's what this last one was like, though.
Oh, the acid?
It was like an elevator.
It just kept going.
You had floor 1 through 10 for a little bit. Like, man, this ain't shit. Oh, it's still going, though.
Yeah.
It kept
See, because
going.
you had some of those edibles, too, I thought. But I guess you did?
No, I didn't. I was smoking. I didn't have no edibles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not a really big edible fan. I like to smoke. If I'm going to do weed, I like to smoke weed.
I'm the same. I prefer the smoke over edibles.
Yeah,
it's very rare.
A different high.
Yeah. It's also very rare that edibles get me high. The only time that they have is when I was in Vegas. Like when I went
they do something over there.
Man.
Yeah, they do something over there.
Listen, I took this little juice or shot or something, and I drank the whole thing, and I literally slept on the entire flight, which was like a 9-hour flight. I was gone. So, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't even do that anymore. I just be looking forward to my
Your trips. How often do you trip?
Once or twice a month.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's like I be wanting to start microdosing, but I'm still researching.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, microdosing. I probably would say that I microdose more than I actually trip, just because of all of the benefits that it offers. You know what I mean?
Talk to me. What is microdosing doing for you?
So it's all around a mood enhancement. Like it is.
Are you there right now?
No, I told you
So
today.
you're pretty happy right now?
I mean, I kind of.
So you don't need it.
I don't. Or maybe it has lasting effects. So because I've been doing it, it's still affecting me now.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I feel like it makes me a better parent.
I think drugs make us.
It makes me a better parent. I'm definitely more calm and just more understanding. I stop and think about things.
Good.
Keeps me stressed. Well, not stress free, but
straight up
decreased stress levels. So
that's cool.
I like that. You do have 2 kids, yeah.
I have 2 whole kids.
Grown man over there.
Lord, I still be feeling like somebody just dropped them off on my doorstep. Man.
And how do you think like psychedelics affect you in your music, like as far as your writing and just your overall creativity?
In 2020, I went crazy writing songs. Like some of my most favorite songs came post doing the Shrooms, man. It was just doing acid. It evoked whoever I'm supposed to be. It gave me confidence more than anything, right? Especially doing music in 2021, 22 or whatever. It's like there's so much bullshit out here. It's like mainstream, and you trying to catch up to that. You have a whole inner battle. Do I sacrifice my art to get on, or do I stick true to myself? Acid was like, nigga, this is who you are. Stay in your lane. And I'm telling you, since that day, nothing's gone wrong for me. And what year is this? This is 22? This is March? I've done it 5 times this year already. I did it twice in January, twice last month, and then we just did it. I'm stuck. I'm not stuck. I just know what it's going to do for me. Like you said, you go through the pain of eating it down because you know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
I know what I'm able to do.
It's like the Matrix.
And it's the lasting effects, like you say. It's not
when you think of all the shit Neo went through, you're like, I don't know.
Have you seen Free Guy?
I started
That's
watching
a great movie.
Free Guy is the comical version of The Matrix, but it's the exact same movie.
I started watching it, I haven't finished it. Matter of fact, I need to
You gotta go watch it.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's like, man, listen. It's, man.
My first time ever doing LSD, I felt like I was in a video game because I decided to drive to the grocery store. Don't know why, but I drove to the grocery store and it legit felt like I was a part of a video game and that this thing wasn't real. This is not real. Like none of this is real.
It can't
but
be.
but after my mind being open, I feel like none of this is.
None of this is.
Okay.
Still feel
Let's
like
get that face. None of this is real.
So if it's not real, what is it? What we doing?
Look, Tim.
I'm still.
But we know it's not.
Every time I jump into it, that's the one thing that pops up. It's like, okay, this is a moment in time, but what does it amount to? Is it just a collection of memories? Like, what am I really, really doing? Am I even here right now, or is this a flashback from me 2 years from now looking back? Right? Because it's being recorded, right?
Like,
That's what this is. It's certain moments of me more than others, and I'm like, just enjoy it. Fuck it. It is what it is.
That's all we can do. It's like if life is a game, then we just still gotta play to win, right?
Right. And if you know you're gonna win, because at the end of the day, everything always works out.
That's factual.
This is what it's done for me more than anything. I don't stress about Nathan. Nathan. It always works out. Your rent be paid. I'm just gonna get paid.
Just don't get back.
Like it did the last time.
Like it did last time. Like it did last year. The year before that. It always works out.
Right.
The world has all this unnecessary stress, bro. And LSD, like in the Free Guy, becomes you the sunglass people now. Right? You can see you the sunglass people now, so you know, oh, this shit ain't real.
Yep.
I'm good.
That's great. Yes.
I'm
That's
good.
totally,
So I'm sorry.
Years removed.
With you guys saying that makes me think, do you think that there's a reason why psychedelics as a whole has been like talked about in a negative way as it pertains to black people?
Propaganda.
Yeah.
They want us to, they know who we are.
Did you see Pineapple Express?
Right.
You remember how he was talking about propaganda?
In the beginning of the movie? Facts. And they ran
Because they
past
already
that.
know.
They know for a fact.
They
First of all,
already know.
black people we know who we are.
Okay.
We know who we are. And they, more importantly, they know who we are.
Okay.
Let me tell these niggas just smoke weed. Now you made a good point on episode 3. Go check it out. Link in the description.
Yes.
That if we push propaganda, even through music, telling niggas to smoke weed, be lazy, y'all are only good enough to do these few things, they'll never aspire for anything else.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Acid is a white people drug. But for some reason, white people are also deemed as successful. Let me step over here and see what these niggas got going. oh, this ain't bad at all. Oh, I can't do anything. Oh, I am great. Oh, I am dope. Oh, I am a king. Let me quit doing unking-like shit.
Okay.
I might smoke weed every now and then, but I'm gonna get some money with smoking weed.
Okay.
I'm working on a movie smoking weed. I'm not just sitting on my couch watching Pineapple Express smoking weed.
Right.
Or watching music videos all day long and not at least studying the music videos. Well, how can I turn this music video into a business?
Okay.
How can I get behind the camera? Shout out to Jade. What can I do with my God-given talents instead of just sitting around all day? And that's what Shrooms and acid has done for me. I was like Matilah said, we have a really great father, right? Thoughtful man.
Hey,
What's up, Pops? If you watch me.
Right,
So we've always had confidence in ourselves. Like we can
Right.
talk to anybody, we can go in any room and communicate with anybody. But this is really giving niggas that extra boost of confidence. Like, oh, you keep forgetting who you are.
Okay.
Let me show you again. That's what Shrooms does for me. It puts you in a mirror right with yourself. Nobody but you. What you gonna do with this information now that I just told you that you're a God? Walk out this room and act like it.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
And then the acid just pick the nigga up and said, go do it. And I gotta go do it. My bad, man. I really believe that in my life I would have been a raven of some sorts. Don't get me going. Cause
I mean, but that's what we
That's
got you
what we
here
are.
for. Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to get you going.
Yeah.
So I find that when I smoke weed in public, like I said again, it used to be like a icebreaker, so I can meet people on rolling up like you smoke,
Right.
you smoke.
Mhm.
But then once I smoke, I go so inside my head and I stop talking to people that I'm no longer social. Like at this point, I'm really
in my own head.
just
Defeat
out
the
of
whole
place.
purpose.
Yeah, I'm out of place now. I'm
Yeah.
staring at people. So do y'all feel like weed has that effect on you, or look, am I alone?
Right, like I said, it makes me sleep and hungry. So after I eat, I go to sleep. So
You
yeah,
know, away from
I'm not
people.
being social.
Exactly.
I'm
I
not
see
talking
myself
about
be a social
anything.
smoker. But
If you're having trouble sleeping, weed's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're having trouble gaining weight or having an appetite.
right.
Smoke some weed.
It definitely does
But I
that.
don't need to have no more goddamn appetite, okay?
Leave it alone, Jay. Let it die. Bitch ass computer. Nah, I'm a social smoker, so I don't have that.
So it does
nothing.
nothing. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I guess, if it's there, I may or may not. But here lately, I'm on the not.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I've seen a higher.
A better way to do
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
No, facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. I do. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So have you guys experienced, what is your sex drive like when on psychedelics?
Going crazy.
Crazy.
Shout out to Bay.
Yeah, shout out to that.
Not so much
My
on
day.
Shrooms, but acid, man, listen.
Wait a minute, yeah.
Shrooms was more like again, it almost felt like I was by myself. I didn't need her to be there. And again, it was her first time doing it, so I really went into like, oh shit, I had a babysit mode.
Yeah. Don't say babysit.
We talked about it. She knows.
I don't do it like that.
She knows. Our first time was hilarious. One day, hopefully, she can tell it because it's funny looking at it now. But then you like, oh fuck, how long is this about to last? Because I'm pulling my parachute out to save us both type shit. But actually, I was definitely ready to handle mine.
Right. And you haven't had acid, so what about shrooms?
Well, the shrooms, yeah, it's definitely like everything's just really intensified from like looking in each other's eyes and touching each other. Because especially
You
if
do
both
feel it really good,
both
right?
of you are experiencing it, it's just so intensified. If it's
Mhm.
only one person, because I've experienced the one side too, it's just like
Not the
where
same.
I'm like, man, do you feel that? Do you see that? And he's just like, So it's two people. Yeah, when both people are on it, yeah, it's just everything. Like I said, it's just happiness. It's feel good. You're like, hey, I never really realized that your arms,
All
it's
this
just
skin.
yeah, it's all this skin.
Right.
This is great. Yeah. So yeah, sex on shrooms. Yeah, you definitely got to do it. You
Yeah.
definitely, yeah. That's what they say. Yeah, you get by yourself or with a partner that you trust. Get naked, look at each other, have get into each other. Come on now. I'm I'm not shy about that.
Okay.
Got 2 of them kids. How you think they got here?
Oh my God.
So for me, it's actually the opposite of what you said. Like on LSD, I'm so like not even thinking about sex. Yeah, like not even a little bit. I'm like everywhere else. Like, look at that. Is this breathing?
Right.
Do you see the colors? But on shrooms, it's like we're bad.
Right.
We're bad.
I feel you.
So yeah, man. But it definitely, I think psychedelics was just probably why it was such a big thing in like in the 70s with the hippies and stuff when we seen like the Woodstock and them just rubbing and feeling on each
Right,
other.
we thought it was weird and we laughed at them and it's like, man, they over there
Them
living
niggas
their
high as
best
hell.
life.
Yes.
That was up there.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, they living their best life.
That's a good point. Looking back at them, they was vibing. They
Yeah.
was high as hell.
Yeah.
That's not weed.
I'm telling
That's
you.
not weed.
And I guess, yeah, you know, living life and going through some things, I guess that's why I'm more experimental
Right.
now that I'm older, because I'm like, okay, you're not going to die from this.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
okay.
Right.
You know how to control yourself. You're not
Mhm.
you're not gonna have yourself somewhere where somebody's gonna kidnap you or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I just feel a lot more confident the older in my
Facts.
older self. Yeah.
That's facts.
So you guys, I don't really think I have any more questions. Y'all have something I want to say?
Man, listen, this is amazing.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Thank you
This is my first time on a podcast.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it. Both of y'all are really good. I would love to have y'all back more often.
Oh,
like
thank you.
seriously.
Of course, man. Of
You're my
course. Thank
dog.
you. Yeah.
It's my little big brother. No, my big little brother, actually.
No, but thank you though. This is amazing, honestly. Thank you for sharing your stories too. Though. Like,
I
it made for
appreciate
great
it.
road trip music. But then just to have somebody else, talk about this, who is black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, for the longest, this has been talked down and pushed away from us for so long. But yeah, thank you.
It's for us.
Do your own research and,
The bunny hole.
yeah.
Yes, like she said though, you guys do your own research. Psychedelics as a whole, they've been keeping it away from us for whatever reason. Well, actually, the Hughes just stated
Man, we
the
know
main
why.
reason.
We
So
know.
definitely tap in and trip out and enjoy yourselves. It has all the makings of a great time.
Yes. Like when you
Indeed,
said that.
indeed it
Facts.
does.
So you guys, again, this is the 5th episode of the Bunny Hole.
The bunny hole.
The Bunny Hole. And I appreciate you guys hopping in. Oh, yeah. What is y'all?
What's your social media?
Yeah, what's your
Oh,
social
you
media?
can find me on Instagram at Matilah. That's MUH_TEE_LAH. Had to put the phonetics there, so you don't call me Matilda. It's Matilah on Instagram. Thank you.
All
That's
right.
my
you
sister,
there.
That's my dog. I'm B Hughes. I'm B Hughes. I go by K Hughes, Mr. 90s Made. Look, man, _B Hughes on all platforms. My single right now is GYST. Get your shit together. Go check that out. We got a lot of music out, man. Shout out to DJ Big Tiny too. We just made his playlist for the summer too. Wet is on there. The Wet video coming soon. Look, man, Culture Power, get you a hoodie. LSD feel way better in a Culture Power hoodie.
Okay.
Shout out to Regal South Media, not Regal South. That's not real. Thank you for tuning in to the Bunny Hole.
The Bunny Hole. And guys, as usual, y'all can get me at Instagram at the Bunny Hole 1, Gmail, thebunnyhole1@gmail.com. Holla at your
Are we
girl.
doing Gmails?
If they want to send in questions
I
or
mean, listen,
responses.
if you have any questions or responses that you want to send my way, 90s made at Gmail. That's 90Z made
Okay.
at gmail.com. Sorry.
That too. All right, y'all.
Shout out to Biddy Grams. And Saf. And Daryl Real Deal.
Oh,
Too many people. Shout out to the team.
Okay.
And John A.